Welcome to Keeping It Real with KC. I am your host, KC Phoenix. This is finally here. An entertainment episode. I told you that I would give you an entertainment episode because most of the time I do lifestyle stuff like self-help, motivational, and all that other stuff. I do a lot of that on this channel. Entertainment stuff, I try to discuss things that are not necessarily about celebrity gossip or anything like that because that's not really my style because I don't care. And this episode is fun to me. It won't be a long episode, but I wanted to do it because I promised I would, and I I like this actress. But before I start the episode, I have to do the housekeeping, the usual. You know the spiel. KIRWKC.com, the main podcasting website. KIRWKC, Instagram, KIRWKC, Twitter, Facebook.com/KIRWKC. Don't forget to swing by the Facebook page and give a like, which, by the way, the Facebook page is new, as I mentioned in one of my previous episodes. And thank you to all of the wonderful people who have stopped by and took the time to like the page. Thank you again. I've thanked all the people who like the Facebook page profusely. So, and I still can't thank them enough for taking the time to do that. So I really appreciate that. And if you're watching on YouTube, click the subscribe button, please. And click the notification bell that'll let you know when I upload the show. And if you're watching on Daily Motion, click the subscribe button so you'll know when I upload the show. Now that the housekeeping stuff is out the way, I have to talk about Brigitte Nielsen. I thought about her, and it's so weird because I watched Beverly Hills Cop 2 again. Probably, was that, I think Thursday night, I watched Beverly Hills Cop 2 again. I watched it Thursday night. And I've always felt like people do not give her the credit she deserves as an actress. Maybe because she dated Sylvester Stallone. And I don't know what the deal is, which, of course, you know she was in Rocky IV. But some of my favorite movies, she's actually in them. And she was one of the things that pulled my attention. She was the individual that pulled my attention the most, that my eyes were on. Because in Beverly Hills Cop 2, she was my favorite character. I love Eddie Murphy. Don't get me wrong. Eddie Murphy is the greatest comedic entertainer of all time. No, hands down. I don't care what anyone says. Eddie Murphy is the greatest. It's not really an opinion, it's a fact. So it's not up for debate. However, Brigitte Nielsen was such an awesome villain in Beverly Hills Cop 2. I loved her in that. She was also great in Rocky IV as well. But one of my favorite movies that she was in, which was with Sylvester Stallone, not Sylvester Stallone, wrong movie, wrong person, Arnold Schwarzenegger. She was in the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, is Red Sonja. Red Sonja is one of my favorite movies. Red Sonja is easily one of my top 100. It's hard for me to pick a favorite movie because I love so many, but Red Sonja would easily make it into my top 100 for sure. And I know some people are like, top 100. I've seen a lot of movies in my lifetime. So, top 100 is saying a lot. And she's easily in that category. Red Sonja is easily in that category. And especially the scene where she's fighting the queen, I love that scene. I love that scene because she was so passionate when she was delivering what she was saying. Because for those, okay, forget it, spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Red Sonja and you're worried about spoilers, then I don't know what to tell you. But here it comes. All right. So, long story short, towards the end, her and Queen Gedren fight because she has to save the world, yada, 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 yada. You know how that stuff goes. But the reason that Queen Gedren was mad at Sonja was because Sonja scarred her face back a long time ago. Because Queen Gedren had a crush on Sonja. And when Sonja was like, I'm not with that, Sonja grabbed whatever it was and then ran it across Queen Gedren's face. And Queen Gedren had this big old scar on her face. Because of that, Queen Gedren had her family killed. So at the end, when they are talking, Queen Gedren was talking about the scar on her face, and Sonja was like, you slaughtered my family like cattle. And then she's like, my mother, my brother, my sister, and the way she was delivering, you just have to see it. It's hard to reenact it. You just need to see it. Just watch the fight scene. You have to watch the fight scene. That particular moment, little things catch me sometimes, and that was one of them. That little moment when the way she delivered that, it caught me for some reason because I felt it. But the movie overall is a great movie, Red Sonja, and Brigitte Nielsen has been in a ton of other things too, which she was also in Creed 2. She didn't really say anything in Creed 2, but she was in it. But she's been in like 30, 40 projects, give or take. Go to IMDb, whatever, and you can see there. But the two that have always stuck out for me that I have absolutely loved her in is Beverly Hills Cop 2. If you have not seen Beverly Hills Cop 2, you have to see Beverly Hills Cop 2. Because she's the villain and they open with her in Beverly Hills Cop 2, which I think everybody's seen Beverly Hills Cop 2. And then Red Sonja. You have to see Red Sonja. You have to see Red Sonja. And then also Rocky 4. She was good in that. But like I said, my two favorites with her in it, Beverly Hills Cop 2 and Red Sonja. And Red Sonja will always be one of in my top 100 of movies. And I just believe because she did date Sylvester Stallone, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe she dated Arnold Schwarzenegger too. And another little fun fact, she had a baby not too long ago, and she's in her 50s. She had a baby in her 50s, which is not a common thing for women. Men can still, we can still do our thing in our 70s. Look at Larry King. But women having a baby in their 50s, that's not common. She had a baby in her 50s. You can look it up. But as an actress, I believe she deserved more credit as an actress. I think, and this is my personal opinion, I believe and I think that she is a better actress than certain actresses that are considered A-list actresses. I'm not going to call any names because I would say I don't want to be rude, but I'm not going to go there. I'm sure you may know some A-list actresses that are considered A-list that you're like, okay, wait a second, what? With Brigitte Nielsen, I think she is better than some actresses that are considered A-list actresses, whether it's A-list actresses from this time or A-list actresses from when she was in her prime in the 80s during that period. So I just wanted to do that. This is an entertainment episode. Wanted to get it off my chest. And now you know. So if you have an extra few hours and you want to watch a movie or two, if you've never seen Beverly Hills Cop 2, be sure to watch it. You have to watch it. And if you have not seen Red Sonja, be sure to check it out. There's so many comedic things in Red Sonja too that I love, which is similar to this movie called Willow. Willow's an amazing movie too. Brigitte Nielsen isn't in that. Val Kilmer is in Willow. But with Red Sonja, if you haven't seen it, I promise you, you will love it. And if you haven't seen Beverly Hills Cop 2, I promise you, you will love it. I completely co-sign both those movies. And as an actress, I totally co-sign Brigitte Nielsen. She deserves more credit. And that's all I got. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. KIRWKC.com, KIRWKC, Twitter, KIRWKC, Instagram, Facebook.com/KIRWKC. Swing by and throw a like. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, followed by the notification bell. If you're watching on Daily Motion, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And watching, listening in general, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate all of it. Thank you. Be blessed.